Please rise and stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello everyone and welcome to Veterans World War II Memorial Field. I'm Kevin Prick, joined by Dylan Larenko, and we're here to bring you varsity field hockey action featuring the Canton Bulldogs and the Sharon Eagles. It should be a good one here tonight, Dylan, because it's getting close to the end of the season. It's crunch time. People are trying to get better playoff positioning or finish the year with a better record than they started.
Well, most definitely, Kevin, with playoffs just around the corner, each team trying to, squeeze into the playoff, hopefully get a good seed. At the end goal, win the state title.
Absolutely. As you're looking at the face-off coming over here right now, are both teams.
Canton coming off of a 6-0 loss versus Franklin. They're looking to bounce back here with a win over Sharon.
That would definitely be the case, as they were going up against that. It was a very tough Franklin team when they went for I believe Franklin was like number 9 in the state. And they certainly gave the Bulldogs a run for their money, giving the Bulldogs their first 3, their third loss on the season. But the Bulldogs, like you said, looking to come back and bounce over here in the cage. You got number 99 for the Sharon Eagles.
A fun fact about Franklin is they haven't lost a Hawkmock match in, I believe, since 2018, I believe.
That's a very long time.
So, Canton, looks like Izzy DiGirolamo pass it in.
Got that free hit, and she'll pass it right up onto her teammates. And they'll try to get the first goal on the day, getting it past the cage, but just shy on the left. So it will be going the other way here with 13:57 left to go in the first quarter. They're 4 quarters, 15 minutes apiece. Unlimited substitutions in this field hockey contest.
The fun fact about Canton is they started the season off with 6 straight wins. They're one of the better Hawkmock Davenport teams there, and currently in 2nd place right now.
Right under Foxborough, who Sharon will be facing next. Funny thing about Foxborough is we'll get into this the rest of the game. The coach for Sharon actually is a Foxborough alum.
There's a goal right there. 1-0 Canton.
Canton goal scored by number 45, freshman Shannon Lane.
Shannon Lane with another big goal here. She had a big game earlier in the season, and now she's coming right back after and gets the first goal ahead for Canton 2 minutes into the first quarter.
That's Lane's 16th goal this season. And Sharon looking to bounce back here, tie things up. There will be a whistle on the play.
She had a big, the goals that I was mentioning for Sharon Lane earlier was in the non-division and non-league action against Braintree. So Sharon Lane, the freshman, scoring the first goal of the day. And Canton, on their side, has had a lot of great freshman talent. Carolyn Schiavo was absolutely essential to the team last year, and she being a sophomore now makes her a freshman last year.
Absolutely, Kevin. Shannon Lane, the leading goal scorer this year for Canton. Right behind her is Maggie McCready with 11. And Lane is also has the most points on the team this year for Canton.
Not too bad. You make the varsity roster here, and then you have the most points on the team. Not bad for your freshman year.
Absolutely.
Now, there are about 6 matches left in the season, that being for Sharon, about 5 left for Canton after today. 11:52 left to go in the first quarter. Canton up 1-0 in this varsity field hockey action between the Canton Bulldogs and the Sharon Eagles. Thank you so much for joining us here on Canton Community Television. You can watch on the student station, Verizon 41, Verizon HD 2143, Comcast 6, and Comcast 1073, and on CantonCommunityTV.org.
Good chance here for Canton.
Trying to slide it by, and they'll get another one. Looks like Sharon Lane had it again. We'll get the official announcement in a second.
Goal scored by number 45, freshman Shannon Lane.
Sharon Lane getting another goal right there. Within 5 minutes, she has netted 2 goals for herself.
Second goal this game so far. What a start for Canton. They're already up 2-0.
So it looks like Coach Ashley of the Sharon Eagles will be taking a timeout. Interesting note, Coach Ashley is the head varsity coach and the head JV coach. She's a one-woman show.
And this is her first year with the program, so she's looking to do some damage for Sharon.
You know, I talked to Coach Ashley before this matchup, and she said that they develop a whole different game plan for this match specifically. And they have developed, she's going to play everybody. So if they were on JV, if they were on varsity, all play is what she told me. So they're gonna have 20-something people playing today.
Yeah, I don't know. If you look at the Sharon side, there's a few different jerseys. I don't know if they're on JV or whatever, but looks like a different font and different colors.
So that's one of the things that she was telling me also, is that they were running out of jerseys. So you'll actually see 2 number 9s out there. One will be Charlotte Henderson, and the other will be Amanda Kaufman. So, but she said that they will not be playing at the same time.
That's probably good, because that'd be very confusing, not only on our part, but for their part too.
Absolutely. So they will try not to put in Kaufman and Hendrickson in at the same time. But yes, the reason all the jerseys are different colors and fonts is because they were running low on jerseys. As they're coming out of this timeout here.
Crosstown rivalry. Both teams just eager for this win.
Absolutely.
Canton with a 4-1 record so far in the Hawk. Looking to improve to 5-1.
In the division, absolutely.
As the timeout concludes, and we will be underway very, very shortly.
So now they're getting back at the face-off at the center circle here. The center line, and they'll be moving it back out. And moving it down, it looks to be towards the scoreboard side. Canton will be slinging that one right out the side. Looks like Sharon Lane, who's been all over the pitch here, continuing to move the ball further and further for Canton. Okay, now it's going to continue to be moving down towards the Sharon side of things, and they'll be right on the far wing here. And there will be a whistle with the infraction. It will be Canton. Most likely is that the ball was touching any part other than the last part of the stick. So unless you're the goal, much like in soccer, you can only use your feet. In this case, you can only use the flat end of the field hockey stick. And much like in soccer, the only person that can use their hands or any other part of their body besides the field hockey stick is the goalie.
And looking to get a goal here. And a whistle blown.
And then that will, looks like it'll be the infraction on Canton, and then we'll send it down the other side here. Shaylin Murphy in goal for Canton. She's in the blue jersey.
Shaylin Murphy with a 1.39 goals against average. She's actually, Canton's offense has been just elite this year. Before this game, they had the most goals in the Hockomock Davenport League. Obviously, with 2 more goals, they're up at 61 now, still leading.
Now coming back after here are the 2 sides they're going to be scrambling for.
And Cusack attempts to pass it up to Lane, but that's intercepted, and the ball will go the other way for Sharon. And it'll be a whistle, and it looks like number 21, Lila Spinelli. The shot on goal, just out, and it'll be Sharon's ball here.
Substitutions coming in for Canton.
Looks like Lila Spinelli coming out for number 6, Vanessa Crowley.
Crowley be entering into the match. And Ellison will be popping up and trying to get slung over. Canton looking for an opportunity to get past the goalie, stops with her foot, and this one will be poked in again, and that might have gone to Lane. Lane might be getting the hat trick halfway into the first quarter.
Whoa. I mean, she's the team scoring leader, and that's her 18th. A hat trick in 5 minutes.
Goal
That is unreal.
scored by number 45.
You never really see that
Shannon
often.
Lane.
I mean, you never see that.
A hat trick in about 8 minutes. That is something to behold. And again, only a freshman, so her skills and her experience are only going to go up from here.
Exactly.
Now Canton going to be sliding it down the side here, again down the far side of the pitch, and they'll be slinging it back around. Intercepted by Sharon, blocked once again, but looks like it must have touched anywhere besides the field hockey stick.
And the third one, that's fine too. He's got a senior. That's a good one to do. Oh, Mary. No, I got it. Doesn't play.
Fun fact about Sharon is actually that their previous match was actually against Canton last game, where they, at their last meeting, was the second match of the season for both teams.
To win? Gee, I wonder who Brian takes after. Where's Jen when we need her?
And with about halfway through the first quarter, we want to thank you so much for joining us here on Canton Community Television, Comcast 6, and HD, Comcast HD 10,000, 1,073, and on Verizon 41 and Verizon HD 2000, 143, and on CantonCommunityTV.org. This one's going to be going down again, down the far side.
The lock? I'm not sure.
Going
I think it's
and out
downstairs
towards
outside.
The visitors' bench,
Yep.
the cheering section there. And it will be just a race around, trying to get the the neon green sphere into the back of the net for Canton or away from the net if you're Sharon. And now we'll be switching sides. They'll take the opportunity here to swap it down, and Sharon trying to get into some good field position for them onto the other side, but it will not to be. So now they're going to be taking it back down. Canton trying to get an opportunity, keeping track of where the ball is going to go, and off that infraction, it will be headed the other way.
You know, I don't know if this is related to field hockey, but I mean, what a win by the Jets, defeating the Eagles for the first time in history.
That's a really big one, and it could be. You would think on paper, oh, Canton's going to beat the Sharon Eagles. Would be an easy matchup, but yet again, the Jets sans Aaron Rodgers defeated the previously unbeaten Philadelphia Eagles, who went to the Super Bowl. That is pretty impressive. So it proves that anything can happen when you're playing the match right here.
And I mean, anything can happen in sports. I mean, you've seen it so many times. You know, not only in field hockey, but you know, even in March Madness or something like that.
Absolutely. Who thought that Sharon Lee was going to get a hat trick in about 8 minutes?
Yeah. I mean, a hat trick in any sport is hard, but 8 minutes is very hard.
Absolutely. And now it's going to be Kinlan back out to Canton. And now they'll be taking it right here. Looks to swing it back in. Now pass it down to her teammate. The passes are the greatest of importance to success. 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. And now we'll be kicking it back out.
You know, with playoff stress around the corner, each team trying to get as many wins as possible just before the playoffs. You know, for Sharon, try and clinch a seed. For Canton, just try to get in a higher seed.
Absolutely.
You know, at the end of the goal, at the end of the year, their goal, win the championship.
That is certainly the case. Yes, Canton's lining up for another opportunity to strike and get down into scoring position. Lining it up here and then backing it over. Zigzagging around. Oh, passing it up. And that one looks to roll in. Looks like number 20 for the Sharon Eagles will be checking in, and that will be Harry Rodman. Harry Rodman's coming in, so the person coming out has to exit before the person coming in can indeed go in. So it looks like Haley Sand will be coming out of the game. Actually, that is, number 16, Maddie Moses. And number 2.
Scored by number 31, Cassidy Lyons.
And another freshman got on a goal there. Cassidy Lyons, the freshman for the Bulldogs, number 31, picking up her first goal of the day.
All 4 goals come from freshmen today, so that just goes to show that even the freshmen make a huge difference.
Absolutely. It's certainly been extremely valuable. You look at Sharon's roster, they have at least 2 people from each grade represented on their lineup sheet.
And you know, something good that the freshmen have is, you know, they're just gonna grow into, you know, better players, and they're gonna have way more experience going forward after this season.
As everybody's getting set and into position here, the Bulldogs will look to knock this one into the back of the net, and it's going to be swinging back around. Now Canton's trying to get back and get an opportunity to put it behind the net, and it looks like they just did.
Great goal there from Canton.
Canton will continue to grow their lead in this varsity field hockey contest. Another substitution coming in. It looks like number 22. Nimi will be coming in for the Eagles.
Canton, great start so far. They're going to look to keep it going.
Scored by number 14, Maggie McCready.
The captain with the score, Maggie McCready, number 14, with her first bucket of the day. And she got it right into the back of the net.
Her 12th goal this season.
Now sliding it over, trying to just keep it in bounds. You see that yellow line is where the out of bounds line would be. So now Sharon will line this up, swings it over. She can swing that just enough because nobody's out of the way. Nobody is in the way.
And ref indicates that it'll now be Canton's ball.
And now coming it back over. Again, lining it up, a shot again, and oh, right into the back of the net. Canton will take another opportunity here to grow their lead.
Good goal there. Nora Giannakopoulos with the goal, the sophomore.
Number 18. Less than a minute left to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs up by a bunch.
Scored by number 18, Nora Giannakopoulos.
And sliding it out. This will be picked up by the Eagles as it went out of bounds on campus. So it will be number 23, Izzy Melpignano. Now sliding it back, Sharon getting some good opportunity to advance the ball up to the other side. And that will signal the end of the first quarter where the Bulldogs lead 6-0 over the Sharon Eagles.
Great first quarter from Canton. They lead 6-0. Shannon Lane had a tremendous quarter for herself. 3 goals in a span of 8 minutes.
It looks like we have some replays going on here. And it'll be one of the goals by Sharon Lane you just saw right there. So we'll be sliding it right back and putting it into the back of the net. That looks like it was Cassidy Lyons' goal. We're back to live action. And the team's huddling up, getting some instructions. This, of course, is the crosstown rivalry. It's a division matchup for both teams. The Bulldogs started off the season with 6 straight wins.
6 straight wins, starting off is just huge. I mean, that really just sets the momentum up for you guys to just keep on going. And, obviously they got defeated, a few times this season, but, I mean, they've had an unreal season, going 16-9 and 8-3 in the Davenport, so they've had an awesome season, and they're just looking to keep getting those wins, so when playoff comes, they get the highest seed they can.
That is the goal here. The Bulldogs getting some instructions from head coach Chrissy O'Connor, and then they have the manager, the team manager, sophomore Megan Conley, out onto the field as well. Everybody getting set and ready to go here. The referees in the neon green. I think if it was hard to miss, it'd be hard to miss, but that is certainly a great opportunity to help out the officials, making sure everybody knows where they are at one time there.
Got hopeful for a minute, and I'm like, oh no, not you.
Now doing as you said, Carolyn Schiavo has the second most goals of the team, actually one of the higher totals, top 3. She has the most assists on the team with 10. So that is certainly a team player, getting the most assists on the team, helping out her teammates.
You know, as most coaches would say, an assist is better than a goal.
You can't have the goal without an assist in most cases.
And we will resume action very shortly as the teams have made their way out back onto the field to resume this match.
You know, you talk about Maggie McCready, who scored the Bulldogs' latest goal. Their second latest goal. And she's actually one of HockeyMockSports.com's field hockey players to watch this season. So, big honor for the senior captain.
She's a great leader, obviously being the senior captain. And all 3 captains for Canton are seniors.
Lauren Valkanis and Regan McDonough rounding out the other 2. Valkanis wearing number 25 and McDonough wearing number 26. And now it's going to go right after here. Backing it up. Bulldogs now getting it up into scoring opportunities here. It looks like I see 2 Bulldogs and a flock of Eagles. As they'll be switching this one back down the other side. And now back to pass is senior captain Maggie McCready. And Bulldogs getting an opportunity to slide it by, but that will not be the case at this juncture.
Great save there by Lacia Alam. The goalie for Sharon. As she hits it up. Over to McDonough. And it goes upfield. Canton looking to capitalize. Just goes out of play.
And it will continue to be Bulldogs ball.
Kelsey Albert over to another Bulldog.
And sliding it back around here. Oh, right under the foot, but not enough to cause a penalty. And that one will right there. And it will be on Canton. So it looks to be that Isabel Mel Pignano will be taking this one up. Regan McDonough coming in. Senior captain we were just talking about, she's coming in for Canton to send this one on its maiden voyage.
Here's a good scoring opportunity for Canton.
Sliding it back here, trying to get the opportunity. Oh, trying to sneak it by, but it's not going to be the case. Referee calling penalty.
Good defense from the Eagles right there. And the penalty on the field.
Everybody getting lined up and ready to go. Trying to make sure they use the opportunity to its maximum potential.
And Sharon playing some great defense here.
Sharon does have heart. They will not give up. Neither will their coach.
As they send it away upfield, and here is a breakaway.
trying to block.
Good defense there from number 4, Mia Murphy, the junior. A great scoring opportunity there for Sharon.
Now Canton will hunt down the ball and continue to fight onward. Pack the box for this penalty shot.
And it goes out of play, and the referee indicates that it will be Canton ball. My apologies, the Eagles ball.
So the Eagles will take it right here, and they'll be trying to switch it by Canton, trying to maneuver their way towards the cage, and it will be down towards the Bulldogs, and coming up and back around. Now trying to dig it out there is number 25 for the Eagles, Jane Hendrickson, the captain.
Eagles looking to capitalize here as they have had some very good scoring chances.
Now coming back over, trying to cross up and maneuver their way through, sliding it around, and not able to get it.
Sharon ball. My apologies, Bulldogs ball, as Regan McDonough will look to send it on a voyage.
And now McDonough will take it back up. Gather the best parts of it and slam it back home. Taking another scoring opportunity. Coming back after a round is these two teams trying to just jockey their position, trying to get it away from the cage. Now Canton get another opportunity here. And it pops out and it will go down. Bulldogs retain it. They'll pick it right back up. Now it's a struggle for the power. Canton trying to win, but Sharon not giving it up any easier.
Sharon, one of the most hardest fighting teams in the Hawk.
Those Eagles like to soar, and sometimes you got to fight hard to clear the runway. Now 7 minutes left to go here in the first half. Thank you so much for joining us here on Canton Community Television, Comcast 6 and Comcast HD 1073, Verizon HD 2143, and Verizon 41 for the student station, that being standard definition, and on CantonCommunityTV.org.
Sharon's playing some unbelievable defense so far in this quarter, not allowing a goal yet.
They have definitely been making adjustments, and they've been getting some opportunities on the offensive side as well.
Very positive first or second quarter from them.
And they're looking to build on that momentum, build on the adaptability that they have shown, and turn that into some points.
Hendrickson the shot.
Well, it's bouncing.
Saved though by Murphy.
Your baseball play, that was what, a line drive, a chopper?
I would probably say, yeah, I mean, chopper, maybe a grounder. A lot different on turf than dirt, but I mean, not an easy play for an infielder there.
But the case is right here on the field hockey section. And speaking of field hockey, this being the girls' game, the big day for women's sports yesterday, as the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Iowa Hawkeyes, the girls' basketball team, the women's basketball team, had one of their games against DePaul University outside in the football stadium. Had over 50,000 people there. It's a great occasion there. And on the women's basketball side of things, the WNBA had their third game of the finals. And over 17 people packed the Barclays Center for the New York Liberty versus the Las Vegas Aces.
I saw on a Instagram post that was the most in attendance in a women's basketball game.
It certainly was a big house. I think they kept mentioning that Ted Lasso was there too. And now this one will be shifted down to the other side.
Canton goes upfield. Whistle blown, but we'll resume play.
It keeps going.
McLean dangling through Eagles left and right.
Just working her way around, trying to get past those wide wings. Gathering it back over, trying to connect with the goal, but the Bulldog stops short. And it looks to be number 5 coming in for the Eagles. And that will be Una Marquez.
Uma, the senior.
Number 5. An unlimited substitution in the game of field hockey, and that will be number 16, Maddie Moses, coming in to the action.
Sends it upfield, but blocked by number 30, Julia Donovan, the senior.
Canton has a good mix of upperclasswomen and then people that have lowerclassmen, the freshmen and the juniors, the freshmen and the sophomores. As you've seen, the freshmen accounting for 4 of the 6 goals here.
Yeah. And, you know, something about that is, you know, the upperclassmen definitely playing a big role model to those lowerclassmen. And looking to, you know, those lowerclassmen looking. Underclassmen. I knew I was saying something wrong there.
Something was up, but
I knew it too. But underclassmen looking to step into the shoes of the upperclassmen, not the higher classmen. I knew it was wrong too. I knew
something was up, but we're able to figure it out in the end. I apologize for any miscues or verbal fumbles here today.
As a minute 25 remains in the half, 6-0 Canton. The shot on goal deflected by Eagles, but then it will trickle in past the Lions the freshman makes it 7-zip.
She got her second goal on the day. Another
Scored by number 31, freshman Cassidy Lyons.
An outstanding game from her as well. That's her second goal of the game, of the match. My apologies.
We're very happy to bring this varsity field hockey matchup to you here on Canton Community Television. Comcast 6 for Comcast 6, Comcast HD 1073, Verizon 41, and Verizon HD 2143 on CantonCommunityTV.org. And you'll catch the replay in the coming days on CantonCommunityTV.org by searching the student station and field hockey in Chicago.
Wilkinson throws it up the sideline, but intercepted by an Eagle.
Trying to maneuver their way back around. Come back after it. And it will be the Bulldogs just racing by, trying to maneuver their way around. Oh, just passed by the cage.
Giannakopoulos' shot just wide of the net. And it will be Eagles' ball as they're looking to soar through the field and put it in the back of Canton's net.
And Canton with one last opportunity here. And it will roll to the side and the air horn will sound. Or the whistle. There's an air horn in the first quarter. And it will be the Canton Bulldogs 7 and the Sharon Eagles 0 at halftime. Teams will regroup and come back. And maybe they'll reform their strategy.
Great first half from Canton. We've seen Shannon Land have a great first half. Cassidy Lyons also having a very good first half. Those are 2 out of the 4 goal scorers. And those 2 out of the 4 goal scorers are both freshmen making a huge impact. Giannakopoulos, the sophomore, with the other goal, and Maggie McCready, the senior captain, with the other goal as well.
You talk about the underclassmen, they're responsible for 6 of the 7 goals on Canton's score. So it is only one of them was scored by the upperclassman, the senior captain. But what about the Eagles? They let a handful go by in the first quarter, but they'd only allow 1 in the second quarter, and that one was very deep into the time allotted for the second quarter.
Well, absolutely, Kevin. You know, after the first quarter, you know, Sharon had some stuff to correct and improve on, and Coach Ashley made sure that they did. They came out and, you know, they got some shots on net, and overall, I would say that that was a very good quarter from Sharon. As, you know, not only did they get, but they controlled a pretty good amount of that match right there, and they're going to look to keep that going and play a way better second half.
Absolutely, and it's, again, you talked about the Jets being the Eagles yesterday. In terms of things that don't typically happen, the Browns upset the San Francisco 49ers yesterday. Nobody saw that coming. Brock Purdy lost his first regular season game, but it's the reason we pointed out is because anything can happen.
Absolutely. I mean, you saw it with Colorado and Stanford. Colorado was up like 8-0. Stanford came out on top.
You never know what happens till the final whistle sounds.
Especially in college football, too.
Looks like we have some replays coming after you. And that will sneak in for the Bulldogs. Now it looks like the lone goal scored by Cassidy Lyons in this quarter. Eagles having 6 matches after this one left in the regular season. Coach Ashley will head to her alma mater, Foxborough, where she played high school field hockey. She will be headed back to Foxborough to have her Eagles face the Foxborough Warriors this Wednesday, the 18th at 3:45.
Absolutely, and you know, going back to your hometown, facing your hometown team, that must mean a lot to Coach Ashley. Very chilly fall afternoon here at Veterans Memorial Field.
But it's not raining. At around 3 o'clock, it looked like it was going to start pouring down. Around 2:30 or so, it looked like it was going to start raining. But the sky cleared up. It's a little cloudy now, but for the most part, there is no rain droplets going out onto the field. But typically, the field hockey is sometimes a little wet. It helps the ball glide through and get a more traction to fly into the air or to get to the back of the cage. So a little rain might help out. Now, of course, for the Bulldogs, you want to keep an eye out on number 45, Sharon Lane. You want to keep an eye out for number 31, Cassidy Lyons, and number 14, Maggie McCready, along with the other two senior captains. So look up 45, 31, 26, 25, and 14. Mainly, if you only picked out one, I would pick out number 45 for the Bulldogs here, Sharon Lane. Although, you keep looking out for 42, Carolyn Scav. A lot of great potential on the Bulldog side.
Absolutely, and like you said, 5 out of the 7 goals have came from underclassmen.
Underclassmen.
I keep, oh my God, I keep forgetting it.
Once it gets in there, it's hard to get out. But it looks like we're going to be resuming play here at Veterans World War II Memorial Field as the Bulldogs will resume play against the Sharon Eagles here in the second half of this varsity field hockey contest. Bulldogs in the white jerseys and the Sharon Eagles in the maroon. Lining up here at the center line. Looks to be Lila Spinelli. Taking it back out. And Miley Leibowitz. Now back over to Izzy. The Girolamo now trying to get after it. Trying to move the ball into the favorable positions as the teams have switched sides. Canton going out to the side close to the scoreboard, which you're looking at now, as opposed to the side closest to the entrance, which is the one that they were just going into in the first and second quarter. This will be number 16 for the Eagles coming after it here. It will be Maddie Moses. Scooping up, getting it over for the Bulldogs. Spinelli trying to shift it off to her partner here, getting it right over. There's Nora McLean. And the Bulldogs' favor.
Eagles looking to get the ball out. Trying to clear the house.
Izzy getting a shot past first line of defense, stopped by the second. And Ellis would be swung back out off to the other side. With the Bulldogs saying, no, 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 we're going to keep it over here.
And a whistle blows.
Could be the substitution inbound for the Eagles.
You didn't have to stoop so low. Now you're somebody that I used to know. Cut me out.
Shot on goal, deflected by an Eagle.
And now going back after. Oh, it's the goal scored for the Eagles. As they take it away. Oh, that's for the Bulldogs, my apologies. The switching sides really gets you.
Just like the higher and under or lower classmen, and then the underclassmen, upperclassmen. I mean, I'm gonna keep
Don't
getting
confuse
confused.
yourself. Don't confuse yourself.
Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Hey, and I didn't even take it to change it. No, didn't even need you. Now you're somebody that I used to know.
Janie Surish coming out, number 21 for the Eagles. And this will be coming back down to the other side.
O'Hara takes it up, but great defense there from Canton.
This one will be lined up and get ready to go. And then there's Izzy coming right back, and now it's going to go down to the Bulldogs, and they'll be trying to maneuver their way by. Is Kelsey DeLello trying to get that one out of the way, but it looks like it will be an infraction on her, and it will be given to the Eagles, and it'll be Jane Hendrickson, the captain.
As the whistle blows, and it will be Eagle ball.
And that was Miley Leibowitz going off against Michelle Bahardi. Number 15 versus number 15.
The battle of the 15s.
As the shadows loom over the turf here at Canton High School.
Speaking of Musherelli Gymnasium, there's a volleyball game taking place at 5 o'clock up there between the same teams, Canton and Sharon.
That will certainly be an interesting one as they look to continue to fight on the court. And that will certainly be an interesting one as Canton looking to continue their run. But Sharon, no slouch in the volleyball department. And they certainly have they have heart and spades for the Eagles. No shortage of heart in the slightest. And now it will be, looks to be a free hit now coming up through, sliding it back around.
Izzy will pass it in for Canton.
And back, oh, great shot there. What looked to be a number 31 Cassidy Lyons, although it could have been Lila Spinelli.
I believe it was Spinelli. That's her first goal of this afternoon.
Oh shit.
And this one will be coming off to the side. Oh, Sharon with an opportunity. And they'll be chasing after this. It is Shylane Murphy. Shaylin trying to make sure that ball doesn't go in the cage, and that was certainly the case there.
Rodman almost buried it, but just wide of the post.
And this one will slink back and forth. This one will roll out of bounds. Big swing. Now we stop there. Haley Sands taking this one up the pitch, and this will be stolen by Izzy. Now the Girolamo coming up down the other side. Sharon trying to get it out of their own section of the field. Miley Leibowitz on the defense there. Sharon now taking it down, trying to get by. Canton intercepts and swings it back down the other way. Now to Izzy. Izzy now trying to get it around. And then sliding it back down the other side. Picked up there, Julia Donovan slings it out. And now the Bulldogs with another chance to up their lead. Canton right onto the inside here. Judging by the cheering, I'm going to say that went in.
It did, yep, indeed. Great goal there. Great pass there from Cassidy Lyons. And good work from Nora Giannakopoulos. She was just zigzagging through Eagles left and right. Made the pass over to Lyons. Lyons over and put it in the back of the net.
So you're saying Lyons got the third goal there?
I don't think she did. I think it was
Giannakopoulos?
No, Giannakopoulos was zigzagging through Eagles left and right. She threw it over to Lyons, and then Lyons
Passed it over.
Yeah,
And then she passed it over her teammate who then scored the goal.
Yeah, I don't know who the teammate was though. I didn't get the number, but it is 8-zip Canton with 4:50 remaining in the third quarter.
And now lining up for this next opportunity to score are the Eagles. The Bulldogs will take it down and will send it down the opposite way the Eagles intended it to. The Eagles still fighting, still fierce, and still competitive, still trying to make sure that they have an opportunity to continue.
And here's a fast break for the Eagles, but interrupted at Canton logo.
Now trying to get it by, now, like you were saying, zigzagging around, back down to Lila. Now Spinelli's pass goes into the group of Eagles, the maroon jerseys, right outside the net. And now it will be the Eagles coming down as Zoe Gopin, the captain, trying to maneuver her way and get that ball out of the way. Picked up. Now Canton will send it back. Oh, big swing, no connection. And they'll continue to play right here. And now Spinelli just trying to get it out. And then it looks like it's gonna just slide in. Looks like Spinelli with the goal.
I believe it was tipped in front by Giannakopoulos. That's her second of the afternoon.
I think it should be 10-0. 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. As the score looks to not be updated, so it looks like it should be 10-0 in favor of the Bulldogs, but in the case, the game goes on as there is 2:35 left to go in the third quarter. The Bulldogs still trying to gather momentum and gather steam. Taking it up, now giving it an opportunity. And Bulldogs racing down once again. Oh, just slides out of the way. Deflected.
And here's a good opportunity, but just goes out of play.
Kicked out of the way.
Good defense there from the Eagles.
Shannon Lane is among the leading scorers in the Hockomock League with 15 goals. That puts her in the top 10.
With those 3 goals, Kevin, does that make her even higher?
That's a really good question. According to HockomockSports.com, a team would put her close to the top. Yeah, we'll put her second for most goals according to HockomockSports.com. Now the Bulldogs lining up for another opportunity here, trying to gather momentum and score.
As Sharon looking to get the first goal of the game.
On their side, as the clock continues to run down, as the final seconds will tick off for the third quarter, and the Bulldogs still maintaining it under the just starting to change foliage around them. Great colors being seen at Veterans Memorial Field, World War II Veterans Memorial Field. And that will signal the end of the third quarter. And the Bulldogs lead, I believe, 10-0. The scoreboard has not been updated. But the match continues to roll on. It could be like the WNBA's New York Liberty, who won their first finals game in over 2 decades yesterday, as they had a rough 2 games against the Las Vegas Aces. And the first 2 matches, they came back yesterday, won the 3rd game in Brooklyn, and they won that game 87-73. So they had to come back and gather a big lead. So you never know what the case may be.
Absolutely, some history being made in the WNBA and in women's sports too, with the attendance breaking record.
At the Iowa basketball game, the University of Iowa basketball game. Looks like we have some replays coming in here. Sliding back around. Oh, just getting her right. Now giving it to the Bulldogs. And you see the slow motion being employed. Oh, just past the foot. And it slided into the back. Peter Herrera, our great technical director today, who is actually a great technical master when it comes to a lot of different technical applications.
Doing 2 different jobs tonight, replay and tech directing. Kind of like Coach Ashley, coaching varsity and coaching JV. As 24 seconds remain in the quarter.
Then we have Ahmad, Daisy, and Brady also helping out with the cameras as well. As this game is on Canton Community Television, Comcast 6 and Comcast HD 1073, and on Verizon 41 and Verizon HD 200143, and on CantonCommunityTV.org. Thank you so much for joining us here as the Canton Bulldogs are facing off against the Sharon Eagles in varsity field hockey action, where it is currently about 10-0. The scoreboard hasn't been updated in a little bit as they go into the final quarter of this varsity contest. Eagles get a bit of a cheer as they exit the huddle.
Have you guys any chance you can play each other?
And now get ready back out and set to do the final 15 minutes of play. The last quarter being inserted into the machine. And now coming back after it. Now the Bulldogs right along close to the center line. And it'll be picked up here on this multi-use field.
Well, you know Drew, he doesn't say much.
And now going down on the far wing.
How'd you get home? Did you fly home?
And now the cheering coming from the sideline.
Great team spirit.
Well, you gotta have that. The volleyball team has that horse award where the loudest person on the sidelines for each game gets the horse award. It's an inflatable horse. And it looks like, oh, close there, but not to be for a Bulldogs goal.
Wow, what unbelievable defense from the Eagles. Protecting that house, making sure that ball does not get in the back of the net. And they were able to get it out, but there was a whistle.
So they did have a penalty within the circle there, so they will have to start it again. But again, you have to take it where you can get it here, and this one will be flung up into the air, and it will be going down the other side. And now the Bulldogs now coming back down off to the other side here, trying to just gather themselves, and it looks like there was an infraction. And now we'll be sending it down to the other side.
Ref indicating for the Bulldogs to have the ball. That's Izzy Cusack. Puts the shot on net.
Oh, kicked it out of the way.
Good save there.
And now coming after it, trying to get along, trying to mosey around. Oh, it just slides back. And it will be right out of the side.
Great kick save there by the Eagles goalie.
Looks like Alum, the goalie there. Lassa Alum.
She's made some huge saves for them so far.
Yeah, we apologize if we get anybody, if we mispronounce anyone's name. And now the Bulldogs getting ready and set to maneuver their way forward. And that will be a call. It looks like it's going to head the other way. Izzy might have hit it with the round part of the stick, the field hockey apparatus. And now coming back after it here, that one will be stopped, and it will be the Bulldogs taking it. Oh, and they're speeding down the side. This one taken up by the Bulldogs, and they'll be working their way through. Looks like Lila Spinelli, number 21, had it and lost it, but now passed it back up for the Dogs. And this one will look like they were aiming for the much larger soccer net, but unfortunately that does not yield any points. So this one will be taken. Oh, the scoreboard has officially gone off. And they're in the fourth quarter where the Bulldogs up 10-0 over the Sharon Eagles here in this varsity field hockey contest.
Well, scoreboard shut off, so.
But they will keep fighting. The referees keep time on the field, and the scoreboard, we remember the score that would have been, so the game continues.
Good passing there from the Bulldogs. Very solid team play.
as the referees will stop the play, looks like they're gonna reinstate the scoreboard here, getting the time straight on the clock. So we'll have a referee stoppage as the teams line up for what looks to be a possible free kick opportunity. In 90, number 22 coming out, and it will be number 16, Maddie Moses, coming back in when he is able, when the referee allows it, as they get the scoreboard back and operational here at the World War II Veterans Memorial Field. Been a hard-fought match. You've seen that the Eagles have held the Bulldogs to almost no goals, if no goals, at the start and the continuation of this fourth quarter. So no goals for the Eagles allowed in this fourth quarter.
That just goes to show that these Eagles never stop fighting no matter what.
Well, I know their coach won't stop fighting, and therefore she's not going to let her team stop fighting. And they keep on going.
Eagles never stop flying.
Now coming back around and trying to sling it on the way. It looks like it was number 14, Maggie McCready, throwing it back and now giving it out, and it will give the ball to her teammate as they will be shifting over, getting it straight into the close to the net. The Girolamo, no, not able to sink it into the back of the cage.
Outstanding save there, just off the foot of Alum.
And now coming over and around here. Oh, and it's sunk into the cage. That'll be another goal for the Bulldogs.
Goes off the post and in. 11 zip.
Aiden Vick, who's coming after it now after the face-off at the center line here. And it will continue to be the fight that will continue on. Now coming back down the other side here for the Bulldogs as they'll be coming back down to the other side. And now coming back around, and it looks like the Bulldogs now swooping around, going down off to the near wing. And it will be a fight for positioning. And that one will go right out.
Great shot there.
Yeah.
Maggie McCready with the goal.
Maggie with her second goal. It's 12-0 Bulldogs. 12-0 Bulldogs. McCready with her 12th goal on the season. Actually, her 13th goal on the season. So by my calculations, Sharon Lane has 3 goals, Cassidy Lyons has 2, Lila Spinelli has 1, Nora Giannakopoulos has 2, and the senior captain Maggie McCready has 2 as well.
However, Count Schiavo leading the team in apples.
Oh, the scoreboard's back up. 6 minutes, let's go here in the matchup in the fourth quarter. So just about under 6 minutes to go. The Bulldogs up by 11. And number 25, Jane Hendrickson, the captain, kicking that ball right out. And it'll be stopped by the green and white, and it'll be picked up and headed down the other way to Nora McLean with that interception. Now the captain trying to gather it around, trying to maneuver it. Oh, just trying to block it there. Got it. So now it'll be a great block by Julia Donovan on the Canton side. Regan, not able to connect. But the Bulldogs maintain possession and will continue to push forward.
Before the whistle, big save there from Allen. Just kicked out. Great pass there.
Now picking it back over and around. Bulldogs swooping around, doing a U-turn. Oh, stopped at the last junction. Oh, but they'll pick it right back up, and that'll be Julia Donovan, who hands it on over to Regan McDonough. Excuse me, Laura Valkanis. And Miley Leibowitz backing it over and around.
Canton looking to capitalize.
Oh, open opportunities appearing, but not able to capitalize.
Some big saves there from the Eagles goalie, Lacia Alam.
And Helen, she's been the first quarter was tough, but she has only she has been doing a lot better throughout the next three quarters. As there are around 3 minutes, 3:30 left to go in this varsity contest.
As the whistle blows.
And that will continue. The clock doesn't stop, so the clock will continue to run. And they'll line up for an opportunity. That one is pushed out of the way, missing wide, so no goal. Under 3 to go here. And in this varsity field hockey contest between Canton and Sharon, thank you for joining us here on Canton Community Television, Comcast 6 and Comcast HD 1073, and Verizon HD 2143, and Verizon 41, and CantonCommunityTV.org. And it will be number 4, Mia Murphy, coming in to the game for the Bulldogs, and she'll be subbing out for Julia Donovan.
Nice job, Mia.
2:09 remains in this match.
That's still a lot of time to get some points up on the board. Now sliding up here, trying to get the opportunities. With just 90 seconds left, the Bulldogs trying to get some more scoring done and put some more up onto the board here. And, oh, not able to, oh, just wide.
Just trickled by the post. As clock is winding down, we have now reached the 1 minute mark in this match.
And Sharon looking to force it down to the Bulldogs defense to stop it. They will certainly stop it here. but the Bulldogs, just sliding back and now trying to get around. And due to the infraction, it will be hit down to the Bulldogs, and Julie Gilchrist will be on that one as she looks to force a turnover. Picked back up. And fighting once again. Nora McLean. And then, stop there. Kicked out. Bulldogs looking for one last opportunity. Blocked out of the way. Little help.
And clock will wind down. And defeat Sharon.
Canton defeat Sharon, I believe it was 12-0, if I'm not mistaken. And so it was Canton 12-0 as they'll take home the victory here at World War II Veterans Memorial Field. They'll next head to the home. Again, they'll actually stay here. They have Stoughton travel here this Wednesday, the 18th at 6:30. Sharon will travel to Sharon, and they'll face Foxborough this Wednesday, the 18th at 3:45. As we look like we have some replays here. And that looks like the first one there from Lane. And then big one there from McCready. Here's one from McDonough. And her shot is blocked and then picked right back up. And got right in. Now bouncing around. Now picked right up there is McCready getting her second goal. Now you saw many of those goals as we have tallied right here. Maggie McCready with 2 goals, Nora Giannakopoulos with 2 goals, Cassidy Lyons with 2 goals, and Sharon Lane, who had 3 goals she had a hat trick within 8 minutes of this match beginning. And don't forget about the goal from Lila Spinelli.
Absolutely, getting a hat trick in 8 minutes. You're never going to see that. You could, but very rare.
Very, very rarely is it an opportunity as you'll see the teams about to shake hands and congratulate each other. Again, the final score, the Bulldogs 12, the Sharon Eagles 0. But this was a contested matchup. Thank you so much for joining us here on Canton Community Television. We appreciate you watching and letting us bring this action into your homes or your television or your phone screen, wherever you're watching this. We thank you so much for doing so. It is our privilege to be able to bring these games to you. I'm Kevin Prake, joined by Dylan Lorenko, Peter Herrera, Brady Wong, Daisy Nguyen, and Ahmad Sheikh. I'm sorry, Ahmad. The C-E-L-L-C. C-E-L-L-E-A-H. But Ahmad is a fantastic person, and he is absolutely a very reliable man to rely upon when it comes to setting up equipment. He's very knowledgeable.
Why, most definitely. He helped me set up the camera earlier, the scoreboard camera. If it wasn't for him, well, I don't know.
I don't know if we'd have a scoreboard camera. But it would certainly be a lot more involved. But very thank you to all our crew here. Thanks to Tanya Willow behind the scenes, and of course the executive producer, Mr. Ed McDonough. I'm Kevin Prake, joined by Dylan Lorenko. Dylan, you got any final words for this very, very memorable field hockey matchup?
Well, Canton had an awesome game for themselves, defeating the Eagles. You know, Shannon Lane had a hat trick. Nora Giannakopoulos had a great game. And Cassidy Lyons also had a very good game. So those are the 3 players that, in my opinion, stood out the most to me. And Sharon, I mean, despite having not the best first quarter, they came out after that and they just improved on defense. They ended up playing a lot better offense, and you know, that's something that you can take away for Sharon.
Absolutely, and Lacia Allo, the goalie, was absolutely fantastic towards the end of the game, but she kept stopping shots left and right. But then a good shot by her, and then Jane Hendrickson, the captain, also doing a great job for the Eagles. Again, thank you so much for joining us here at Canton Community Television. We appreciate it, and take care of yourself.